Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Discourse Community Project, and today we'll be talking about Vietnamese Christian community. I'm Kathy, and this is my friend who's belong to the community. Do you mind to introduce yourself and talk a little bit about the community that you belongs to?
Yes, I would love to. Hello, my name is Jack, and I am currently going to church at Agape Rio Rancho Church, and it's a Vietnamese Christian community where we can support each other. And as international students, when we're not used to the culture of America, this is where we go to find comfort in finding our own food, our own people, and sharing our cultural experiences. And I think it's a wonderful place to have a wonderful support network that a Vietnamese student can find over here to help them on their journey to success in America.
The language used in Vietnamese testimonies reflects deep respect and emotion that connect faith with cultural identity. So as Vietnamese churches in the U.S. grow and welcome more young people and English speakers, the language of testimonies reveals both cultural beauty and communication challenges. So let's delve into this language of testimonies that Vietnamese churches have been using so far. So our first question is, what kinds of things do people in our church usually share during the testimonies? Are there certain stories, songs, or Bible verses that come up often?
I think struggling and struggles or growth stories are talked about quite often. I mean, I hear people sharing their testimonies about growth and about the struggles that they went through to get to these growth. And usually they use Philippians 4:13. In Vietnamese is tôi làm được mọi sự nhờ đấng ban thêm sức cho tôi. That means I can do all things through Christ which strengtheneth me. And a powerful verse that really encompasses our culture, as our history is full of strife and struggles through different time periods. And I think that really reflected in our mindsets and how people view their life. But through these struggles, we also see growth and prosperity through it. And I think which is very special to us as a people.
Okay, that's a good answer. Let's move on to our next question. Question number 2. What are some Vietnamese or church-specific words or phrases you hear a lot during testimonies, and what do they mean to you?
I think Vietnamese, we use the word gây dựng, which means build up or being built up. I think it really reflects our sense of community as our Vietnamese people, as we focus very much on how community, family can affect us in our day-to-day life. And I think, the way that they use this word is mostly for like giving praises to other people for, helping them, which I think is a state of gratitude that I think is very special for Vietnamese people. The word biết ơn means knowing gifts, like recognizing gifts and recognizing the things that you were given. And I think it really reflects how we look at giving as a people. And I thought that is very interesting how instead of we saying thank you or just being gratitude, the word for gratitude in Vietnamese is knowing the gifts, knowing what you were given. And I think it's a very special way that we communicate our culture.
Yeah, that's so true. I believe that whenever we share testimonies, mainly our pet, we recognize that we've been so blessed at whatever we have given, and it's a time that we give the praise back to God. And it's also time to share what you've gone through, what you've been through, and how has God helped you through that circumstance. And it's also to encourage us, other people at church. Okay, let's move on to our third question. If someone new or not from a Vietnamese church came to listen to our testimonies, what do you think they might not fully understand or relate to?
I think if if the person is more Western or I guess an American, I think the sense of community, I think Western culture, from my eyes, from how I see it, differs from East Asian culture, such as the Vietnamese culture, is the aspects of individuality and aspects of community. I think we focus much more on community and how the network around us build us up rather than us being built up by ourselves or something like that. So when you go to a Vietnamese church, a lot of these testimonies you may hear is mostly just about how God helped us, instead of how I changed something about my life. It's more about other people. Maybe they give us the opportunity to change in our lives. And or God giving us the ability to do those things, and not about how we ourselves use our own strength to do it. And I think it relates back to how, you know, we commonly use the verse in Philippians, for example, how we give praise to God, that He strengthened us for us to do all things, and how, you know, we use the word gratitude as knowing the gift that we were given. So like everything we see is a gift. We use the word gift very often. You know, the word building is all about other people building us up, because we can't build ourselves up. So I think that's a important aspect of, you know, our community that someone from outside may have difficulty truly relating to.
So is there any words or phrases that people who've never been to church cannot understand what we're talking about, and especially in Vietnamese?
I think the word unging, it means grace in English. It's a difficult concept to get if you're not in the background of Christianity, or you know, yeah, of religions as a whole. You know, something that is given without any expectation of return, or selfless love, selfless giving. This concept, I think it's harder to understand for newcomers. Or the word so kuroi, or salvation. I think it's another thing. The concept of that we need God to help us, or to save us from ourselves. I think it's a difficult concept for newcomers to understand and, you know, relate to. Yeah, that's so true, because I believe that the word salvation, even though it's in English, but a lot of people don't really understand the concept of it, like how we understand it. What Jack have already shared has been really helpful, and it's been giving a glimpse of the language itself. And now I have one more. I hope that this video will help you understand more of the Vietnamese language used especially in the Christian community and the Vietnamese Christian discourse community, especially the language that have been used in the testimonies. Example, like one church member explained when I say that Chúa, it's not just thankfulness, it's humility before God. And the Vietnamese church testimony is more than a story of faith. It's a living reminder of how language keeps culture and belief intertwined, even far from home.